Namaste everyone. Welcome back to Yoga with Azad. Today we will do the downward facing dog pose. In Sanskrit it's called Adho Mukha Svanasana. So we'll do downward facing dog pose step by step, or how to get to the position, the final position, and what is the base position, so how to get from base to final. So let's start. So first start with the mantra. So eyes closed and hands in prayer. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sah Viryam Karvavahe Tejasvinam Vaditamastu Ma Vidvishavahe. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. And slowly open your eyes. So now come to the base position, which is Sasankasana. So knees open, big toes touching, adjust yourself here and slide your hands front. So keeping your hands active and straight. So keep lengthening your spine. So walking your hands front as far as you can and soften the hips joint. So your hips is not lifting. So try to touch your hips or resting on your heels. Keep breathing here. So this is the base position. So first, the alignment. What is the base position alignment? So hands is active. Elbow is not resting down. Forearms lifted. And shoulders is away from the ear. Same like downward facing. Press the palms firmly. Lengthen your spine, lengthen your side of the waist. Now from here, press the palm, look front and come onto your knee without sliding your hands. Tuck the toes and push your hips up and back, downward facing dog pose. And do not walk your feet forward, just from here, drop the heels down if possible. Otherwise, you can lift the heels up. Keep pushing your hips up and back. Lengthen your spine. Create the space between each and every vertebra. So this is Adho Mukha Svanasana. The pinky toe and the outer edge of the foot should be in a straight line. So toes in. And if it's hard to press the palms, if your hands is sliding, you can also grab the mat from outside and then keep lengthening. So tighten the knees. If it's hard to lengthen the lower back, so what you have to do, lift the heels up. And while you're lifting the heels, do not lean forward. At the same time, tilt your pelvis. Lift the sitting bone. Keep lifting your spine. And it's still hard to lengthen the lower back. Then you can bend the knees and push your hips up and back. So both ways you can practice with knees bent. But when you're bending the knees, your heels above the toes. And you can lift the heels with knees straight. Or if you're feeling happy, you can also press the heel down. But make sure the hip is lifting, maintaining the weight on your both the hands and your both the legs. If the weight is shifting only one side, then you will feel tired after 5 breaths. So this is the reset position. So you have to reset your body. And then we lower the knees and Shashankasana. Now we'll do again downward facing dog pose with wall support. How we can practice with wall support, and you can see the wall rope is the best way to practice. So let's start. We go closer to the wall. आप वीडियो काट भी सकते हो, मर्जी है, कोई दिक्कत की बात नहीं. And then here I am. So here's the same we will do with wall support, then we'll do with wall rope. So we go closer to the wall, so big toes is only touching to the wall, so there is no any discomfort on your toes flatten, and then we slide the hands front and make sure you're in the center of the mat like this, and stretch the hands. So again, spine long and erect, legs soften. Now press the palm, come to the knees, tuck the toes, and back to downward facing. Now you can see I'm resting my heels on the edges of the tile. So this is a modification. So when you do without wall support, so it's hard to sometimes lift the heels. Now here you're taking support from the walls, your heels is also pressing, then you can push yourself more up, lift yourself. So keep breathing here, knees straight or bend. You can grab the mat from outside here like this. So this is downward facing dog pose. And also the similar posture is the mountain pose. So in mountain pose is just feet together, so there is no other difference, just feet difference. In mountain pose, feet together. So this is the mountain pose. The one difference between the mountain and the downward facing is only feet distance. Feet together, mountain, feet open, downward facing. And also with the wall support, is easy. You can lift the one leg and tuck the toe on wall and keeping the pelvis close. So mostly when we are lifting the one leg, so most people, they are dropping the hips out and they are not maintaining the weight equally. So keeping the pelvis close here and keep lengthening your spine. Here you can practice. And same thing other way. Tuck the toes and maintaining the hip in line this way. And then back to Shashankasana. Now with the wall rope. So maybe when you're doing with wall rope, maybe you need 2 blocks. So you take block in front, almost this much, and then we take the belt which is here. Now we'll do the lower one. So now we'll go down facing backwards. So take the wall rope here, so below the hip bones is the hip bone. So here, and then leaning forward, one leg back, and then press the palms and block, another leg back. So you have to adjust yourself here, maintaining the legs active, and then we slide the hands forward. You adjust yourself that you're comfortable here, and then walk the hands. So keep tilting the pelvis. So here you're taking the support with the wall rope. So this is the angle where you can practice. So here there is no weight on your hands so that you are tired. So hands is free, all the weight is maintaining the wall rope, and just hang here for a couple of minutes. Maybe a couple of minutes is hard. You can stay how much you can hold. You can see the spine is straight. You can walk the hands forward as far as you can. But in modern time, when we do downward facing dog, we walk the hands back, we shorter the distance. This is how the downward facing dog pose work. So we have to lengthen, so you can walk the hands slightly back, sorry, forward. So here, the best reflex. And then you can come back, one leg front at a time, and slowly. So, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, so subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for more updates.